Hey everybody, come on in the room, come on in the room. Hey everybody, come on in the room, come on in the room. Just sitting here making sure I share all the links, share the links to all my other social media sites, which are, by the way, for those who don't know, I'm on Twitter, also under Tanya's Primetime. Excuse me, trying to get comfy. I'm also on Twitter under Tanya's Primetime TV/media reviews. It's the same name as this YouTube channel. And also, I have a Facebook group that I started like a year ago or longer. It's called Primetime TV Drama of Color. And as most of you already know, I'm also not just a YouTube commentator. I'm also a professional cake decorator. So if you want to check out those sites too, Facebook is Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice. And also on Instagram is Tanya Cake Lady. And Tanya is Tanya. And Instagram is all one word, Tanya Cake Lady on Instagram, Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice on Facebook, and Tanya's Primetime TV/media reviews on Twitter. So everybody come on in. Make sure you like the video on your way in. And make sure you share the video, of course. So show your girl some love. Let me know you're here. And feel free to comment in the chats while we're going through the review. If you got something to say or an opinion about something or the cast or anything, let me know if you want to call in. And I'll turn on the phone lines. The call-in number is up there. And the access code. So if you want to call in and talk about the TV show Insecure, just chat, put it in the chat, because I don't like just leaving the phone running with the phone lines open, because eventually it'll kick you off. And plus, I'm running my battery. So let me know if you want to call in. Just type in the chat, hey sis, I want to call in and talk to you. And I'll turn on the phone line so you can call in. But anyway, again, like the channel, subscribe if you already are not subscribed, and make sure you share. And also, let me just, okay. All right, I got everything set up. So, yep. So, yeah, just hit me up in the chat if you want to call, and I got the phone set up and the speaker and everything. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought about the last episode of Insecure. I didn't do a review on the one before that because I don't know, I was probably busy. But I did come through with other reviews on a lot of other TV shows. So make sure you check them out, and also make sure you check out something that I uploaded yesterday. It was a review that somebody named Brother Jay Wilson had gave me on his channel. He had reviewed like 4 people's YouTube channels, and I happen to be one of the ones that he was reviewing. So make sure you look for that video that I uploaded yesterday. It just have a big YouTube picture on it. But anyway, yeah, he's in there talking about my channel and other people's channel that he is recommending for others to subscribe to. So I was very pleased about that. But let's just get right into this review. Again, if you just came in, make sure you comment in the chat. So if you have anything to say to me or about the episode, we're a little late. The new episode comes on tomorrow, but I came through before the new show came on this time. So anywho, Issa, that's my girl, but she crazy. Hot mess. The show opens up with Issa, she's doing her Uber, Lyft thingy. And when she first started, she was having a whole bunch of horrible experiences. I'm surprised she's actually still driving Uber or Lyft or whatever it is. But, after some horrible experiences, she's way more prepared this time for emergencies. And like, for example, the guy who was in the back of her car who had got sick, he was drunk. This time around, she got all the necessities, bottled water. She got plastic bags, for them to vomit in, because before they were just vomiting all over her car. So this time she's prepared. And I'm like, I thought about doing Uber. Matter of fact, I was just talking to somebody about this at work this morning. But I thought about doing Uber, but I'm like, no, I can't handle all that, because if somebody throw up in my car, I'm gonna take you to your destination and drop you off, but you're gonna cough up a big old tip, because I want my car cleaned, and I'm not cleaning it myself, but I want it detailed. So I don't think I could do that. But also, we see her not knowing quite how to handle or how to deal with not being able to speak to Nathan. And not like she's not able to speak to him, but she didn't call him. He didn't call her. And I'm thinking, you know what? Y'all two was just messing around, a week ago. She done took him on a tour of her neighborhood, took her to her old house. They ate together, they chopped it up together, told people, they strangers basically, but they were telling each other, things about themselves, things that you don't come right out and tell strangers. So I'm like, why is they playing this game with, I'm going to wait till she call, I'm going to wait till he call. I'm like, that stuff is just like really, really played out. That's some stuff that went out in the 90s. We in the here and now. And I'm like, you know what, ladies, you don't have to wait for no man to call you. If you want to call that man and you want to talk to that man, pick up the phone and call that man and holler at him. So anyway, she's going through that, wondering why he hasn't called and all that. But like I said, besides, them just meeting or whatever, what they had was basically like an impromptu date. It was like a date, but not a date. So, again, I don't see why she's scared to call him, because you didn't already express a lot of your feelings and a lot of your background and your past and your dreams and all this kind of stuff. So call the dude. That's all she had to do. Now, Issa, she is like so geeked up about this trip, this road trip, this girl's trip. She's extremely anxious to go on the road trip, to go to Coachella, to see Beyonce. And she's going with all her girls and everything. And it's really extra important because, Tiffany, she's about to have a baby. She's about to be a new mom. And I understand Issa. She's telling her, you know what, after you have your baby, you're going to be boring. So that's why you definitely got to go on this trip with us. Because, people have kids and, our life slows down for our kids. We don't get to go out and kick it all the time or, hang out with our girls all the time. So, that's normal. But Molly, she was kind of upset because Molly is swamped with work and she's telling her, you know what, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go and everything. Issa's like, you know what? I'm down a job. I have extra time on my hands. So, you know what? If you need me to do anything, if that helps, make your decision to come with us and go, then, I can help you out. And, Molly, she's basically, since she got this new job, at first they weren't like trying to ask her to do stuff, and now she's swamped because she kept putting herself out there. I can help if you need me. I don't have nothing on my plate. So now she got so much on her plate that she's reconsidering going out with the ladies. So leave it to Issa to help out her homegirl, and she's like, I can help you out. So she got Issa, her BFF, running all these errands, picking up, dropping off, dry cleaning. She got her running back and forth to the supply store. And I'm like, dang, where are these type of friends? Because I can sure use a friend a lot of the times when I run out of supplies and run out of, ingredients and stuff like that, because, again, I'm a cake decorator. So, I wish I did have somebody like that, because right now, I'm not trying to pay no assistant to do anything like that and take any money out of my pocket. So, Issa, good looking out for your girl and everything. But before they go out of town, before they get ready to go out of town, Issa, when the ladies pull up to go to Coachella, it was Tiffany and Kelly, and they pulled up, and Issa, she runs out the house, you know, ready to go, all excited and everything, about to kick it, go see Bay, and Triple T, that's what I call her. Triple T, aka Trina the Tenant, with her ghetto butt, she comes out, and she's yelling and everything and screaming from the upper balcony down at Issa. And I'm like, what is this girl smoking? What is she putting in her pipe? Because she's talking about, Issa, you know what? You need to help a sister out because I think I got bed bugs. It's bed bugs, you know, running around the house. And Issa is like, bed bugs. Basically, she's like, it's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. And she tells her, you know what? And I'm really not me. I'm a ghost. And she just turns around like, just walks back in her house. Like, did she really, like, believe that? Like, I need to know what she's smoking or what she's drinking. She just turns around and goes back in the house like, okay, whatever. But then Tiffany and Kelly, like I said, they came to pick up Issa, and when she gets in the car, she's like, where's Molly? Molly is not there. And she's like, hold up, why is Molly MIA? You know, y'all should have picked her up first. And then they tell her, I'm sorry, Molly, she's not coming. And Issa's like, why isn't she coming? You know, we're all supposed to be going. You know, this is like our last hoorah. You know, our last time kicking it before Tiffany have her baby and becomes bored, like she said. Boring, I should say. And they tell her, you know what? She's swamped. She got a whole bunch of work to do. She's not going to be able to make it. So Issa, you know, she's upset. She like, bump that. She FaceTimes her and tells her, you know, basically, sus, you have to come with us. You have to. This is so important. We're all supposed to go together. This is a girls trip. You know, you got to be with us. Basically, she's pressing her and pushing her. And Molly is like, okay, Issa, okay, I'll go, you know, and I'll just do my work later. And she don't know how she's going to pull this off because, like I said, again, she has a buttload of work to do. But anyway, you know, after all, this is a girls trip. They had planned it out already. And again, Tiffany, once she has that baby, it's not going to be any kicking it for a minute, at least for 6 weeks. While she make that stuff get snapped back. But anyway, now at the Airbnb, Issa, she's all pumped up, you know, she's geeked up, she's excited, she's hyped up off the charts, and you know, she's letting them know everything that she got planned. She got an itinerary lined up, and Coachella, I never been there, but I heard there's like, you know, there's a lot of stuff to do there and a lot of different events and everything. So, you know, she got an itinerary, but Kelly, she didn't quite plan the trip accordingly, and so she took some edibles and she took them too soon, and she is literally, and I do mean literally, feeling herself. All in her fifis and everything, and you know how them pills get you and everything. I don't know personally because I've never done anything like that. And after watching this show, I probably never will. But then pray go over there, Tiffany. She's about to drop that load any minute now. She's tired. I'm sure her anklets are all swollen and her back hurt and everything and her hips and everything. So she like, you know what? I need a nap. So while they are napping, who slides in? Molly. Molly shows up. She brings all her work that she was supposed to leave back and, you know, complete when she gets back. But you know what? She brings all her work and she's like, oh, this works out perfectly. These chicks is all asleep and taking a nap. So she decides to go out near the pool, get her little wine, her little sippy sip, and works on some of her workload, you know, poolside while they're sleeping. And she figures, you know what? I might as well do this until they wake up. But they woke up actually the next morning. And let me tell y'all, Issa, I love me some Issa, but again, she's crazy. And she's going around making all that noise in the morning, clanking all them pans and whatnot. And I'm like, chick, you are so lucky, because had that been me, and you walking around the Airbnb house, apartment, hotel, whatever, making all that doggone noise trying to wake us up, I would have picked up the nearest thing to me, a shoe, a TV remote, something, and I would have threw it right in her direction. But I wouldn't have threw it hard enough to hit her, but enough to cause a slight pain so she could cut that crap out. But anyway, they was irritated at first and agitated and upset. But you know what? They eventually got with the program and got up and got ready to go kick it at Coachella. So before they leave, you know, they taking shots and everything, and Issa even offers Tiffany a shot, and she's like, oh, one shot is not gonna hurt your baby. And I'm thinking, no, they didn't. Offer this girl a shot and give her a shot, you know, yeah. Your baby is old enough and far long enough. You should not be drinking no alcohol. Now, I have heard that you can have a glass of wine, a glass of wine, and occasionally I have heard, now I'm not going by anything I've done, but a beer every now and then, a beer every now and then, but liquor, I don't think you should be taking those shots while you're pregnant, so I'm not gonna co-sign on that one. But anyway, Nathan texts her, and she's like all excited, like, oh, shoot, you know, Nathan, you know, he had hit her up and told her that he was going to be at Coachella, too. So he texts her and lets her know that he's at a pool party and everything. And so they slide through the pool party. And once at the party, Nathan, you know, once they find him, he introduces him to his friend. And what do you know? His friend... I mean, just perfect for Kelly, because she's already popping stuff, you know, when she first got there. And he's like either a pill popper or he's either a pill pusher. But anyway, he offers them some mollies and they accept. And so both Issa and Nathan, they're sitting around the pool. She's all, you know, she's on her mollies and everything, and they're talking and everything. Then they kind of started getting a little intimate, and he starts, you know, touching her on her arm. And this girl, I think she actually about and had a doggone orgasm. She was like, "Ooh, the mollies." I have heard, I don't know from experience, but I have heard that they can make you quite aroused, you know, if you're around the right person, and sometimes the wrong person. So anyway, again, I don't co-sign none of that. But anywho, you know, they up there tripping off their mollies and everything. And excuse me, after popping the mollies, Molly, after popping her mollies, Molly, she goes into this woe is me episode, and needs somebody, you know, shoulder to cry on, or somebody, you know, ear to listen to her. So at first she's talking to Julian and, you know, trying to tell her all her problems and issues. And he's like, bump that, I ain't came here for this. I ain't came to this pool party for this. We popping mollies. The last thing I want to do is be able to sit here and listen to this girl problems, and I don't even know this chick. So he passes her off to Andrew before she even became a leftover of Julian's. So Andrew, he's stuck with her now. But then they finally, they get to Coachella, and thanks to the Molly pills, everybody is thirsty and quenching of thirst and everything, parched. And so they go looking for something to drink, and pregnant Tiffany, she's like, hold up, you know, everybody can't leave. We need to keep our spot. You know, she done found them a perfect spot right by the stage. You know, she's already pregnant, so, you know, she needs a perfect spot. She's probably tired. Like I said, her ankle's probably swollen and stuff because she's getting big as a house. And she's like, nope, some of us need to stay here. And she stayed. And I'm like, okay, they got a nice view of Beyonce. They here, they on Molly. You know, they with their friends. They about to have a good time. Man, I'm telling y'all, I have never laughed so hard in my entire life when Kelly Gets back, and she realizes these white people is in her spot, and it's a white couple, and the man is like, holding, you saw how he was holding her in the air, and she was, and you see this at outside concerts, men holding a woman, or they holding their kids over their shoulder because they really short and they want to see. Kelly wasn't having that. She was like, hold up, wait a minute, y'all in our spot. Y'all need to move because this is our spot. We was here first. And the couple was like, your spot? What do you mean your spot? I'm sorry. Do you have a ticket that says that this piece of earth right here was reserved for you? No, you don't. So she gets upset. And she's like, okay, really? Really? You gonna get smart and nasty with me? She takes that girl, that lady, off of his shoulders, snatches her up. She falls to the ground. They get up and they get into it and arguing and carrying on. And then they get kicked out before they even got a chance to see Beyonce. I'm like, what the what? And so Molly, Kelly and Molly, they get hemmed up by security. And Kelly, she's like, you know what? She's so lit by the security guards, and she's so mad because they was like, you know what? This trip, we going to Coachella, we kicking it. Before she have her baby, we about to have fun. We about to turn up and see Beyonce. They was like, Beyonce or bust. That's what this trip is all about, Beyonce or bust. She's mad. She's going off on the police officers, battering the police officers. And she's like, hold up. Why we get kicked out? Because we black? Why we get kicked out? And I'm like, sis, you started that mess. You started that mess. You snatched that broad off of her man's shoulders and made her fall to the ground. But she's still like, you know what? I don't care. Beyonce or bust. She takes off and she runs back towards the she hears Beyonce on the overhead, on the speakers or whatever, and she hears her, about to start her set, about to start her performance, and she runs back. She runs back towards the direction, and I'm like, oh, no, don't do it, don't do it. Before you know it, her butt. I was hollering. I was like, no, you didn't. All I heard was like, bzzz, and her butt fell flat to the floor. She done pissed her good britches and everything. And I was cracking up. I'm like, before she could even go back to the festival area, before she could even get a head start, that cop pulled out that taser like a cowboy pulling out his pistol. And he was like, tap, bzzz. That was cracking me up. I'm like, oh Lord, woman down, woman down, woman down. And I'm like, okay. It wasn't quite a Beyonce. It wasn't quite a Beyonce or buzz. It was more like a Beyonce or zzz. Oh man, that cracked me up, like for real. But and then she pissed her pants. But back in the carnival area. In other news, Nathan, like I said, him and Issa, after they done basically, they just met each other. Well, of course they first met, because she was driving Uber, Lyft, whatever. And they met up again. And then, they took a stroll through her neighborhood. They got booty bucket naked, stripped down, jumped in somebody's pool, trespassing, all this, talking about, everything, things in their past, their dreams, their future and all that kind of stuff. So why now is Nathan trying to be really lax with Issa? Like, y'all already then darn near had sex in the pool, in somebody else's pool, by the way. And now you want to act lax to Issa, talking about you don't want to seem too pressed. I'm like, boy, bye. But anyway, she convinces him to get on the Ferris wheel, and good Lord, if this Ferris wheel didn't break down, and they got stuck way up in the air on the Ferris wheel. Me personally, being that I'm afraid of heights, I don't care how many pills, how many Molly pills, how many eggs, how much weed, how much liquor, or anything you give me. I am afraid of heights. And the last thing I want to do on something that high up in the air is think about sex. But what do they end up doing? I'm like, well, I'll be doggone if she didn't get up on his lap and pull them drawers to the side and Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And again, no condom. And it has been in the media, you know, critics, popping off about how all these sexual scenes, since the beginning of the first season, all these sexual scenes and nobody's wearing protection and all that kind of stuff. And then there was like a show where they showed, condoms was being used, and now we right back to, so I don't know what all the critics are saying now, but anyway, she's up there and they on the ride, and I'm surprised they did not flip that car, that Ferris wheel car over, because they was going at it. But anywho, they took advantage of that situation. But so everybody eventually makes their way back to the Airbnb. Kelly, she's still pissed off. She's mad because, she didn't get to see Bay. And she done pissed her pants. And Tiffany's in the closet. She's crying. And I'm like, what happened? Did I miss something? I must have. Because she's in there crying to her man, Derek. Talking about, I done ate some brownies. And they had weed in them. She's up there just crying all distraught and stuff. And he's on the phone and they like, what? She had weed. She had a weed brownie. I doubt if your baby is going to come out retarded from the weed. Come on, you just had a shot. The weed brownie, that's from the earth. That is from the earth. So I don't think your baby gonna come out retarded or with one eye. It's gonna be all right, sis. It's gonna be all right. But yeah, she's crying to her man Derek, and he's trying to, calm her down or whatnot. And the next morning they get up after all that excitement from last night. Kelly and them, they don't even remember what happened. Kelly don't remember getting struck down by lightning, aka tased. Because she wanted to go see Beyonce. And Molly, she can't remember anything either. But Kelly is like, what the heck? What? Why I smell like piss? What happened? Why I smell like piss? They can't remember nothing. And I'm like, dang, see, after this bit, I ain't never had Molly's before. But after this show, I probably never will. But again, they are extremely thirsty because I guess this Molly stuff or whatever, it makes you really parched and, they thirsty. So again, Issa, she goes for a water run and she takes Tiffany with her. They pull up to 7-Eleven, they there to get some water. Tiffany, she just starts breaking down and getting really emotional and hormonal and in her feelings because she's like, you know what? I guess these ladies be having so much fun together, how you girls get and y'all just kick it, y'all just act crazy, y'all wild out. And she's like, I'm about to become a mom now. And it's just not going to be the same. And so Issa, she's trying to tell her no. In Issa's mind, I think she's thinking like, yeah, you right. It's not going to be the same because you're going to have a baby and you're going to need to spend more time with your baby and, how it is. But she's, telling her and trying to, make her relax and calm down. And it's going to be all right, sis. It's going to be all right. We still going to be there for each other. We still going to hang out for each other. But Tiff, I feel you. I feel you. I got 2 kids. I know how it is after you have kids. And your girls be like, come Tanya, we want to go out. My first son, he's 21. I never forget. My homegirls tell this story all the time. But he's 21. And when he was a little baby, we used to kick it. Boy, we used to kick it hard. Like, we worked, we kept jobs, we had homes, we had cars. We wasn't just out there just kicking it and just being, But anyway, we would kick it. We get paid, we kicked it. We kicked it all the time. So when I had my baby, my homegirls had came over and they was like, and mind you, he was still, freshly newborn. And, he was good though. He was, I was doing my little thing, never had kids before. I was getting help from people, advice and all that, my mom and everybody. I was doing my thing. So they come over one weekend. Tanya, let's kick it. Let's play cards. We playing cards. Woo, woo, woo. Next thing I know, they want to go out. Let's go out. Let's go kick it. Let's go for some drinks. Heck yeah, let's go. I get dressed. I do my hair. I put on my makeup. I grab my purse. I'm ready to go. They like, Tanya. I'm like, what? Who gonna keep the baby? I was like, the baby. Oh my God. It was so funny because that was like the first time I had went out and probably, I don't know, he was like a month or so. And I think I stopped going out probably when I was maybe 3 months pregnant. And I just didn't feel like going being out the clubs when I was pregnant. But anywho, it was funny as heck. And I'm like, oh, I can't go. I can't go. And I really wanted to go. And so anyway, somebody volunteered to babysit. They came over and they watched my little baby. And so, I went out to kick it and came home and got back to my child. But that was funny as heck. So again, Tiff, I feel you. But them your real homegirls, and although it's going to be hectic after you had that baby, they real homegirls. So they going to make sure that they work around your schedule and they make sure that y'all have a lot of interactions and get to kick it and all that stuff. And then when they get knocked up, y'all can have play dates. But anywho, after they little talk and everything, they head inside to go get the water. And Issa, she's surprised when she runs into Chad. And she's like, Chad, hey, what's up? What you do? What? Hey, what's up? And Chad is like, hey, look who I found. Who comes around that corner? You thought she was surprised to see Chad. She was even more surprised to see Lawrence. And actually, she was shocked to see Lawrence. And I was shocked to see Lawrence. I'm like, Lawrence, I thought he was like, I don't know, not killed off the show. But, I didn't expect to see Lawrence, at least not this season. At least not this season. So I was quite surprised to see Lawrence. But, they up there like, hey. Hey, where you been now? But anywho, I don't know what's going to happen next episode, but I am looking forward to next episode to find out how Lawrence's return to the show is going to affect her relationship with Nathan. Because, they just got it on up in the sky, in the heavens, near God. They just got it on. And then he pops up and I'm like, what the heck? I don't know. I have a feeling that she's probably going to go back to him and Nathan is going to get pissed off and frustrated and upset. And Nathan had told her when they was in the pool, like, was it last episode or the episode before that? But they was in the pool and he was telling her, I've never really been in a relationship because ladies have never been mature enough to want and desire more than, the minimal things in life. So I wonder how this is going to affect their, impromptu relationship. So y'all let me know what y'all think about the show. Let me know what y'all think about the cast. And of course, let me know what y'all think might happen with Lawrence returning. And oh man, that was crazy. I was really shocked. Like, what the heck? Lawrence is back. Hey, Lawrence. Because I kind of really like Lawrence. And when she cheated on him, I was like, oh, poor Lawrence. But then I love me some chocolate, black, dark chocolate men, sexy men. So, when she, when she had hooked up with old boy, I was like, okay, all right, bye, Lawrence. But anyway. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure, again, if you did not like the video on your way in, make sure you like the video before you walk out the room. Make sure you share the video. Share. Show your girl some love. And subscribe to the video if you have not already subscribed. Please and thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. And again, make sure you check out some of my other YouTube videos. I try to come through at least every other day. In between my jobs and baking and everything. And speaking of baking again, in the chat, I have my cake decorating page link for Facebook. So check me out over there. Go like my page over there. And if you're in the Omaha area, I have a free cake drawing every month on the 1st of the month. All you have to do is be subscribed to here, the YouTube channel here. So be subscribed here. And then also go like the cake decorating page on Facebook, Tanya's Delights, Slice by Slice. As long as you like those two channels, hit me up on the 1st of each and every month. You get to enter on the 1st of each and every month. And whoever sends me the closest number to, well, I do like, like 1 through 100, 1 through 100, you have to pick a number. I don't pick the number. Always have somebody else pick the number, like my kids or, somebody at work, somebody who has no interest in winning cakes, is not on Facebook, is not on my, I have just people, just different people pick the numbers for me. So it can be more fair, to everybody. So anywho, but yeah, if you're in the Omaha area, or if you're not in the Omaha area, you can still check out my cake page. Go over there, Tanya's Delight, Slice by Slice on Facebook. Click the like button, click the photos, and you can see a whole ton of my cake art. I am a cake artist, a professional cake artist. So anyway, but in the meantime and in between time, Prime Time Squad, till I see y'all again, make sure you please be safe. Stay safe this weekend. Have a beautiful weekend. The people down there in North Carolina, where the hurricanes are, everybody, please keep them in your prayers. If you are down there, I am praying for you. If you have family, I am praying for them. So wishing everybody a safe weekend, and make sure, be blessed. Be blessed. Treat each other right. Treat each other right. Be blessed. So until I see you again, everybody, I'm out.